Hello everyone, on this episode I'm going to be talking about Myth 3, The Wolf Age. Now this was made in 2001. It was made by a completely different company. I think it was like God Games and Mumbo Jumbo. Unfortunately, Bungie was busy making, Halo Combat Evolved, so they had to, I guess, sell the Myth rights or whatever to a different company. Kind of makes you wonder how great Myth 3 could have been. But I know Myth 3 was kind of shit on when it came out and stuff. But everyone did agree it had a great story, and it does. I mean, the cast of characters is great, especially if you played the first two. You'll definitely you'll definitely understand a few things. Basically, Myth 3, The Wolf Age, takes place 1,000 years before Myth, The Fallen Lords. And you get to play as some of the great heroes that were mentioned in Myth: The Fallen Lords. The gameplay is pretty damn good. Kind of crazy actually thinking this game came out in 2001, which is arguably the greatest video game year of all time. So naturally, but it's not nearly as good as the first two. But I would put it right, and I would give it like a 9. That's a damn good game. Some really cool parts and really extensive stuff you do in this one. A lot of crazy stuff. The main character, Connaught, who actually his nickname's Connaught the Wolf, so that's why this age is called the Wolf Age. He's like the greatest hero in this world's history, so naturally he does amazing things, and you get to do them as him. So yeah, definitely get to do some cool stuff. The soundtrack in this one's done by a different guy, but he does a really good job. Definitely changes things up, but it's 1,000 years before, so I think he kind of gets away with it, and it works. So yeah, but it's I just love the story, man. I really do. I wish somebody would write a book series on the Myth storylines. Weave them into a cohesive book series, I guess is how you would put it. But yeah, and this one's no different. The story's great in this one, so I just love this series, man. Great trilogy, as I guess I should call it, seeing how nobody's made a Myth 4 yet, unfortunately. I think a few people have tried to, but it's cost a lot of money to make a great strategy game. So yeah, I was hoping maybe Jason Jones would go back to it once he was done with Halo, but he went on to a little thing called Destiny, unfortunately. But yeah, I just love the story, man. And it's not quite as crazy or labor intensive to get into this. I keep wanting to call it mythology or fantasy. I don't know what to call it. I guess it's fantasy world, I guess. It's not a lot of work to get into it like other ones. Like I was like, when I started the Witcher 2 game, I was like, great, I'm gonna have to learn all this shit, all this history, all this, his characters and stuff. You're gonna have to learn all this fake shit that will not be useful in your life one bit. But just the way the narrative works in the Myth games, it makes it very easy to understand what's going on. And if you want to learn more, you can go online and read the backstories and the history and stuff, the lore, as the nerds would call it. And I would definitely recommend that if you love the Myth games, to go and do that. But yeah, I love this trilogy, and if you haven't played it, check it out. If you have played it, I know you love it just as much as I do, so take it easy.